Hey, what's up, everyone? General Chaos. General Chaos. Let me send this real quick. Try to do a little promoting here. I just came on here really to talk about. I just seen some new stuff that Sessions came out with, and I know they've been talking about. I'm not going to do much, no interacting. I don't have nothing pulled up for YouTube, so forgive me. I get really distracted when I do that. That's why I like to have people on here with me, because it's too challenging for me to do that. I want to found page. My bad. I'm on another screen over here. These leaks. We're just going to watch this video real quick, and then we'll go after that. Well, at least share my screen. Okay. Bada boom. Bada bing. We'll listen to this, and then we'll talk a little bit afterwards. Not all of it. We won't listen to all of it, just a little bit of it.
Finest people I've ever known in public service, and have tremendous respect for his professionalism. Together, we lead the
integrity and
National
professionalism.
Threat Task 2011. This task force has an important role to play, and one we are taking seriously. Progress has been made, and we intend to reach new levels. First, let me say that I strongly agree with the President and condemn in the strongest terms the staggering number of leaks undermining the ability of
Hold on.
our government to protect this country.
Bam. Now, the leaks. How else you expect to drain a swamp? How else you expect to drain a swamp? Leaks are needed. Leaks are needed to drain this, Mr. President. You want to drain the swamp? How else would you drain the swamp? It's got to slowly leak. It's got to slowly leak. And if these individuals here, Mr. Sessions and the President, if they're going to try to stop leaks, you know what they're telling you right there? They're going back to secret shit. Because the leaks that are coming out, it's not the leaks. The leaks are what that's our information. We're learning that we've been lied to for a long, long time. You want to make America great again. It's not going to be done by stopping truth from coming out. I promise you that. It just will not be done like that. Why can't we stop what's being leaked, the information that's being leaked? Like this stuff actually happened in reality. Maybe 10, 20, 30, 50 years ago. Now they're talking about the JFK, and what they call conspiracy theories. It's like, man, a conspiracy theory was created to keep people away from what the truth is. They've been lying to us for a long time, and it's coming out, and now they're mad that it's coming out. Well, how else are you going to drain the swamp? The article that I attached to this is by I don't know who it's by. Let me see, it's in here somewhere. The one I attached, it's the Trump administration goes on attack against leakers, journalists. Like, come on now. There comes a time where when the government is not going to, the system, it's not the government. I'm not a government basher. The stuff was put together for good reasons to organize the masses. And I'm not against the government, by no means. What I am against, though, is when the president comes out and he says he wants to make America great again, and I'm not against Trump. I did not vote. Uh, if I would have, it would have been for Trump, because I know what Hillary would have possibly done to us, and so it was. I feel the worst of two evils, and not that Mr. Trump's evil. When you're up in this politics stuff, man, it is. If you don't go along with the system, they just eat you and they chew you up and spit you out. They eat you literally. They will chew you up and they will spit you out. So I understand how the system sort of works. And if you want to stop these leaks from coming out, basically what you're telling me is that you don't want these truths coming out, because I know it's making the establishment look bad. People are having thoughts about their government and that it's possibly lying to them and cheating them and stealing from them its whole existence. What about the stuff that's being leaked? Like when this stuff has actually happened, when this happened in history, why can't we stop that stuff? Why you want to stop the people from knowing what has happened? And I think I know exactly why you want to stop that. Because I don't think you'll be around much longer after they find out what has happened. There's a lot of big changes, right around the corner. I mean, it's all coming out right now. We are waking up, we are waking up. I get very discouraged when I see articles and when I see Jeff Sessions come out and talk about plugging leaks. And I hear this all throughout the media. They got to plug these leaks. We got to plug these leaks. How else do you expect to drain the swamp? We have to slowly drain this beast. I'm just going to sit for a minute. And I want to move out of that space because I know it definitely doesn't serve me and what I'm wanting to do in the world. And for anybody who's watching, it says there's 3 viewers. I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for joining me and taking some time out of your day to just be part of this. So I decided to not get on, and so I don't have anything pulled up for YouTube, so I'm not really seeing the chat because it's very distracting for me. So I just wanted to really get this out and put this out and just have people start thinking about this, man, because the leaks are what is draining the swamp. Mr. President, how else do you expect to drain the swamp? These leaks are what the people. This is the if you're, and they haven't denied the leaks. That's the amazing part. And so what's being leaked is actually, I guess, factually based, evidence based. And then again, what is that in this world? It's like everything's up, it's down, left is right, in is out. Very confusing. Yesterday was a very powerful day for me. After we did the video, I was just looking through some things, and I just noticed how there was a lot of comments about people and how they felt. It was like there was a lot of people that felt people are feeling this. There's a huge change right here with us, and it is. I mean, it is right here, literally with us. And I know that it may sound scary, and I'm not a fear-based dude. I typically live and fear comes up and shows up for me. It's not something that it still does interfere with my life in ways. I still don't do things because I fear judgment of others or whatever the case may be. But that's what part of this is, getting on here and talking to you guys or just sharing. Not even talking to you. I'm just sharing with you my perspective. And my perspective is there's big changes. Changes as if this place has never seen before. And I think the ones that are, especially watching or searching for something, which is ultimately its truth, which is ultimately it's love. It's love is what we're looking for. And most amazing part about it is that's what you are. If you're watching this and you're feeling any type of feelings right now, even if you're mad or you're angry at me or for some reason, that's letting you know that you're alive, you know? And then just ask the question of why would you be angry at me? Because all I'm attempting to do is get on here and be the change I want to see. Just get on here and be the change I want to see, you know, and sometimes that's a very scary thing, especially when there's so many people out there that are scared of change. You know, there's big things happening. Big things are happening, y'all. And I ask you to just dive inside yourself and ask what you can do a little more. What every day can I do to lift people up? What can I do every day to make the world a better place? You know, I know we all have our stuff, and I'm battling this drug addiction. And I might lose some people with that, you know, that's all right. That's all right, because it's my truth. I'm battling with it, and I sit on this computer, and I go out and I talk to people. I hold signs up, you know, I hold doors open for people, and I start conversations about what's going on in our world. I never thought anything would take me away from Pizzagate, man, from children, which Pizzagate's a word. There's something in this world that is very, very wrong, and it's happening to our children. And it's been happening for a long time. So if you don't know about it, please look into it, because there are children around you that are hurting. I think the whole world's hurting right now. You know, we're all connected. We're getting a little far off base. I think it's all valid in its own way. And if we can just unite, y'all, if we can unite under a common, we're all human beings. We're all human beings going into the time where we're learning we're actually spiritual beings. And I know I'm not for any religion out there. You know, I'm not against you. I'm for humanity, and humanity is comprised and has been compartmentalized and divided with religions. And so I have to say that I'm first on the side of humanity. Listen to this fighter jet. There's typically them things they've been picking up. Them are death machines to me, man. There's another one. He's lower. And I hear that, man. I just think of, I know they're not going to be of assistance to them. Planes are going to kill people. How can America be great again? I'm going to get off here for now. I just really wanted to talk about them. So just take a look at this, because they're attempting to plug these holes that's draining the swamp, Mr. President. It's draining the swamp. The swamp is comprised of way more than just our politics. Politics is it's in its latter years. It will be gone really soon, because we don't need it. We as a people do not need it. It may have been put in place for some good reasons. I can tell you now, these politicians, they have their retirement packages, how they're living. They're living a life of lavish for going around lying, for plugging leaks, for keeping shit secret, for writing stuff in the bills that will benefit these corporations. These global elites do not care about you. Not whatsoever. They don't care about you. Rothschild, Rockefeller. You go up higher and it gets funkier. Who knows what it's all connected to? But I'm not going to get off on that right now, because I'll simply say this. The power of each one of you, the three that are watching now, thank you for watching. The power inside of each one of you is as great as the very God that people call theirs. It is the presence of this thing called God. And God, as soon as I put the label on it, God, I start to take away from it. It's labelless. It's unconditional love, and it's what we each are. And that's all we're here to do, is find that out. And how you find that out, you look inside. When you look inside and you see who you are not, your thoughts, your emotions, you find out who you truly are. And when you find out who you truly are, why would you ever hurt anyone else? Because you don't want to hurt. It's a beautiful process, and we're going through it, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's a lot of stuff that's coming up. Yesterday was, I keep going on a tangent. Yesterday was the Schumann. They can tell how the earth resonates with a bunch of machines. And so yesterday was the highest it's ever been recorded for a long period of time. And look it up. It's called the Schumann resonance, I believe. The earth is changing, and the place we live is changing. We just have to change with it, though. And all that really takes is for me to commit to it as an individual. I mean, for me to commit to being done with this addiction thing, because until I'm fully done with it, when I do my work inside and I find I'm able to free myself from this, and I'm using you guys to do it, to be on here, I'm being held accountable. So when I free myself from that addiction or my attachment to that addiction, only then can I present it to the world to be a present, a gift that keeps on giving. And the gift came through me, and it may have came through very challenging circumstances, but it's a gift nonetheless. And I know it may be very challenging for you to see that. Your purpose lies in your past, and typically it's the hardest thing that you've ever been through, because there's many people around you that are going through it, and you can turn that into a gift for them once you take it on as what it is. It's growth. It's growing pains. It's your heart's ability to love deeper. Falling into love is simply falling into yourself. Love is you. You are love. You're not able to love anybody. We're taught that, so we look outside. Love's out here. No, love's in here. They teach you that you can love. I love you, Mom. I love you, da 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 da. How can we give that what we are to someone, to something that is what it is? Hold on. How can I give that what I am? Now I can show caring, kindness. I can show compassion. I can show a whole bunch of different emotions. I can never love that person. It's because love is what they are. And so that's what we're here to do, is come together in that love. They've divided us. It's such a method they've worked out that they've divided us very deeply. And I think when we start to look inside of ourselves, you'll be shown the light. The light's inside of you, and then it'll shine outside of you. And then there's a path that lights up, and you'll follow it. And if you just stay out of the way, if I just stay out of the way, it's beautiful. I'm not thinking about what I'm sitting here saying to you right now. And because the chat's not up, I'm not thinking about what other people are thinking about. I'm just sharing what's coming out. And it's not me. It's just a message. It's just coming through me. So I take no anything other than I am opening myself up enough to allow it to come through. So I just wanted to make this a quick video. I did it live because it's automatically on there, and I ain't gonna trip off down or uploading it or all that stuff. And I like learning. Technology is be very challenging. So with that, just if you're with me or if you're watching this now, just take a deep breath in through your nose and breathe through your mouth. It may feel strange, it may feel strange to first do. Our breath is meant, your breath is happening every moment that you are alive. If it wasn't, you wouldn't be alive. And so your breath is here to bring you back to this moment, because in this moment, you can't really, if you're fully in this moment, there's no way to worry about the past or the future. When we get lost in thoughts, we go into the past or we go into the future of paying bills and all that stuff. That's when we lose this moment we're in right now. And this is everything. It's the only time we've ever really lived. So anyone that's in the chat and anyone that's on here now, I just thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time out of your day to sit with me. And I hope I'm benefiting you, because just in the fact that there's 3 people down there watching me, it touches me to know that anybody is watching, so I'm not on here for any accolades or to be anybody other than just to be that vehicle that this message comes through. And I'm honored to do it. And I ask you to ask yourself, what more can you do to be that driving force behind what is happening? Because if you're watching this and you know what awake even means, you've probably somewhat been through the start of the process of it. It's a beautiful process. It's a beautiful process, and this is a beautiful time. And I know it may seem very different than that. The evils of this world have had a long latch on us for a long time, and they've lost their latch. And we are finding our way, and we are walking. We are walking each other home. And just ask yourself, what more can I do? And let's get together and start having these conversations, because it's what's gonna be most beneficial for the ones that are coming behind us. We're paving the way for them. So be that love, be that light that you are, and just know, man, your shine is just as important as anyone else's. And Mr. Sessions and Mr. President, hopefully enough people watch this and this out that it gets to you. Don't stop the leaks. Don't stop the truth. The absolute truth is love. It's unconditional love. Everything else is just a condition on top of it. And if you are going to stop these leaks, then you are attempting to stop the truth. And if you're attempting to stop the truth, then you're stopping love. And love is what you are. So I just want to thank everyone for being here. And I'll just take us out I'm just going to fall into it with this drum, and then I'll end it. So I hope everybody out there has an awesome day. And just know that you're cared about. You're cared about. And whatever you've been through in your past, it has no bearing on what you are right now or who you can be in your future. So just know that you are that love.